crazy trip today. Let me put the lights back where they were before. Make sure there's no in the shot. And then we need to put custom white balance.
That one, I can't see myself there.
How do you take? You take a picture. Okay, ready? Okay, that's better. Okay, we're ready? Let me start this one.
Microphone is on.
Yeah. Microphone on, microphone on. No one's muted. Okay, I think we're good to go. Okay, welcome back to the Rubasha Family Podcast. We're here for yet another episode with Dad. I think we'll move it to you. To you. But it's showing.
Yeah. It is okay now.
Yeah, okay. Welcome back to the Rubasha Family episode. Rubasha. Okay, let me start again. Start it, cut, edit. Welcome back to the Rubasha Family Podcast. We're here for another special episode. Dressed in all white today. We're here on YouTube Live as well. Just wanted to bring more conversations to you guys. So, hope you guys enjoy this episode. And the conversation right now on spirituality, we just dropped, some of our releases, and he talked about this concept of calling yourself a god. And people say it's blasphemous. How can you call yourself a god? So yeah, I wanted to get your thoughts.
Yeah, so the word which is religious has put in people's mind, especially now Africans who were most now scared about that, about calling ourselves God. And the religious call it blasphemous, which is mean you can't compare yourself with God. You are insulting God. You are putting God's name in vain. But you can't find who told you that, who says that. Because when you look around and our experience of life, look the world how it was being created by God. Because when you say God, you will say somebody is powerful, somebody who is stronger, who is, does everything. And we know, the reality we know, there is somebody who creates things we see around. I don't want to know who is that. I don't question how things are started. That is not our problem. We have to enjoy what we have found here, what we have discovered. I'm not going to question about what stars or what moon does. I'm not scientific. I've nothing to do with me. I enjoy life because we are here. We don't need to ask a question where we don't go to get the answer. No one's going to tell you the truth. Where you're coming from, how the world was made, where do you go after this? No one is going to answer. My advice, don't argue that. But now, the word they put us in fear is not call yourself God. And the Bible says, I and my Father are one. And the Bible says, God created us in His own image. And that is why I say we are God. We are not God who created anything. We are not God who's God to create. No. We are God of living in life. Now, God, whatever we call God, the power, has given us power to create everything. Everything you see in this world, it was created in somebody's mind. Every child born in a womb of woman, he creates something, he imagines something, he does something, because that is how the world is there. That's why we have to enjoy it. So now, the reason the religious tell us you can't call yourself God is just to put down, to lose the faith in yourself, to lose to believe in yourself. And it came most of the times in Christians, in fear, in people. When you see the world, you see around, God is not somebody somewhere there who's waiting to hear, oh, someone in Australia has called myself my name. I'm going to punish him. I'm going to do things there. There is no such a God. But the God who thinks that, it's my brothers and my sisters.
The human beings.
Because they are God. You remember I told your mind they are God. They are the one who's going to get angry. They are the one who's going to hang me. And they have been doing this for generation to generation. Because what the church has told them, they don't want somebody to tell them different. So that is why what church has told you, if you bring a different idea, they call you a name.
Or false prophet.
Yes, or false prophet. So the reason they call false prophet, because what they have teach them, people, they don't want to change it. They want to stick on it, even though they don't have all answers. Now what they do? They call name. And when they call you the names, the fanatic, the followers, and the one who's going to give you hair, there's the one who's going to attack you. There's no God in heaven who's going to attack you because he called himself God. But my brother, my sister, they will. From now, wherever they see me, the mind tell them something. But how do we learn? We learn. Can we change our mind? Yes. How do we do it? Change your belief. Free from yourself from the dogma of churches. Churches, they put rules. And they don't want to change the rules even though the life is changing every single day. They tell us you got to be punished. They tell us you got to be in hell. And no one knows what hell is. No one even have been there. No one have been there. It's not a place you got to go. But we tell them something different, they hang you. Because that's why Jesus came to tell us we are like him. We are God walking. We are God living. We are not God creator. I don't create anything. You don't create anything.
No,
But you invent anything.
yes, but that's the creation.
Yes, but not creation. Creation is already done.
Yeah.
Yes, creation is already done. But how do you make somebody make this microphone? It's the ideas come from God. He had to talk to God. God tell him where he's going to find the mineral to use it, where he's going to find the gold to use it, where he's going to find the idea to use it. Because it had to be the power of God to be where we are. The kids who think to create airplane, I can't remember their names. When they have that idea, everybody was putting down. Everybody's thinking that. But look what they did. It doesn't matter who are you. You go to create some things and you go to die. You bring Apple, phone, the most things every child want to have. iPhone. The person who created it, what is it?
It's dead.
He's dead. He has to go. Does the Apple stop working? No. Other gods, they are here working there. There is electric cars. People say there's no, this could be happening. There's no way. Somebody keep doing it. And every child's mind is born from a womb of woman to create something.
But that goes back to you were made in the image of God.
Yes.
In the Bible, for example, and on the first day, God created the heaven and the stars. Or not the heaven and the stars. He created things. His creation, right? We are made in the image of God. So that essence, that God, made us on this earth, and we have that power to create. The same way God created the world out of nothing is the same way God gave us that
God power to live
in us. So as a God,
Yes.
just the way God created the stars and the da-da-da, you have that power to create from nothing. Like God said, let there be light. In your mind, let there be a plane that flies. And it came from nothing
Yes.
into reality.
Into
So that's why people don't even know that they're gods.
Yes.
You can create nothing into something.
In something.
The way God created the earth
The earth.
in 7 days.
So what happened? God created everything. Now, every child born, he will give that power now to use what has created to do some things.
It doesn't matter good or evil.
It doesn't matter. So evil is what we came to experience. We have to experience two things, the good and evil. There are people who do good, and the other politicians who do worse. We still have politicians who make people die every day. It happened long times ago. It's still happening. There's a child now who's going to be born, who's going to be a leader, maybe of big nation, and he changed. And he come, he start killing people. He start hating other people. See? There's somebody who go to school there who have mind to hate other people. And what happened when he get elected? He's going to put his mind in action. So that is why people keep fighting instead to allow us to know we are God, to know God have given us power to represent Him here, to serve each other. We are serving each other. To be talking here, we are serving people, we are teaching people. Somebody created an airplane. It was too small, and he died. Another young, see, the people who create things, they haven't been not born yet. It's not because you have money. It's not because they have big company. The kids who are creating ideas now, they could be still in somebody's womb, somebody's mother womb, and the kids come out and create. Why? All these people who create YouTube, all these kids, where are they coming from? They were kids when maybe 30, 20 years ago. They didn't know anything about computer. They came, they found a computer, they create. Sugira, the person who did business like Uber, there's many companies who are spending money to try to get some business somewhere in Asian form to invest. They were there, they were used tax, but no one think that was business. And they get paid by a company to do that.
Who gets paid by company?
So there's company pay people to search investment. So they can bring the company and they can produce it.
Or there's people who search for companies to invest in.
Yes,
That
to
we
search product to invest in.
That we can make, obviously.
Yes, to get a product. The same as Uber.
And it's funny because there's companies who we don't have the imagination to create. Let's go buy.
That's how you go. But most of the times they have funds to see young people to see what they can create.
What they can create.
But somebody who created Uber was outside from all those companies. And there's people, he sell his idea, they say no, this is not a good idea. He say, oh no, this is not a good idea.
You're going against the taxi.
Yes, you can't win. You
Random
can't
people,
you see?
people out.
And then somebody else, they
believe in it.
Yeah, they believe in it. Because how mind is connected. There's no mind which can be successful in itself. None. They have to be mind to invent. They have to be mind to build it. And have to be mind to consume. So when you look around the world, because the fear they put in us Africans' mind, the white have taken this invention. They take it like it's their own, because they know the power is in the mind. The power is not the God in heaven. The power is not anywhere. They did it. They take it with both hands. That's why everything is invented by white people. Think that, but whatever they invented, it was other people mind everywhere in the world.
Even those Africans who invented many things, the things we see, things in even in the business world, leadership, the way the tribes used to conduct things, but the white people documented it, and they
they take advantage, not to say, oh, there's other God. They know their mind is God.
Then they say we created.
Yeah, that's okay. They created it because it came from somebody's mind. Even if you buy it, you have an idea to buy it for someone else's mind. And then now these days they don't build it. Who builds our products? Asia. See, Asia build products. A white invent idea. Asia build. Africa consume. That is how world economy works.
And Africans all over the world.
Yes. So Africa now is a product itself. The things I'm asking question myself, is only Africa which reaches in mineral only? Or other country they have keep it themselves.
But the Arabs have oil. Oh, but you're talking about minerals. Because oil,
Yeah,
what
even
goes
if
forward to
even
all
if you took oil or whatever, thinking there, but the other countries they don't have it.
have what?
Like what Africa they have, because everybody keeps saying, "Oh, Africa is a rich country in the mineral. They have this, they have always they marketing what they will have."
Are you saying do other people not have that?
Yes, that's the problem. They can use whatever they have, but maybe they have something there. But as I say, everything is just power of mind. Even to know is gold, even to know there is oil, even to know is everything there.
But like you said, like when they invent something, or they know themselves, their mind is God.
Yes.
So that's why there's nothing of like, oh, we're gonna go pray and we're gonna go fast because we want to get this result, or we're gonna, do.
So they let poor people play, because when you're playing is a hope. So hope it doesn't give you anything. But when they invent, they have scientific, they look, and they have thing there, and they have to bring the evidence. But the hope, when you're hoping, you don't have evidence.
But then they knew themselves were God, but they said, because we know how powerful this is, go and teach the other minds that
Yes, they keep a secret.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we know we're God, but let's go and educate their children to know that.
Yes.
So we can control.
So that is why they fear Christianity and the colonial came to take us in our mind. You can't call yourself God because they give you power. They give you power to do and to believe you can do anything and to have faith in yourself. That is the most important thing. I'm here talking to them because I knew that. Not to invent anything, not to do anything, but to know the power is within me. To know I have to believe myself. To know I have to have faith myself. To come to talk to you. It takes guts to tell people they are God. You get scared. I know I can have the name somebody who teach me, who taught me to be God. He's never ordered. But when you ask them, who tell you not to call yourself God? You're not going to find that one. I was looking.
No, don't say the Bible.
I don't know. But for me, I was looking, I couldn't find
Who said that?
who tell me that. Until I go to see somebody tell me other way. And then when I tell me the other way, I look in myself, I found there's truth there. Nothing this world has made without somebody sees the vision and the mind. The Bible says, where is no vision, the people perish. And that's how it is. But when you look, visions Western country, America have created, is because they know. Why they get visa, everybody around the world, children everybody around the world? Because they are buying the mind, they are buying the God to come to create and to bring idea. What are happening? That is what it is.
Those minds go and create small businesses, it builds up the economy. Some minds go in the workforce.
Yes. The workforce, they create things.
Some come in and get welfare, but that welfare is going to go and circle around, it's going to spend back up, and it's just like, so they buy the minds of other people.
Yes. Visa is buying mind for other people to bring the economy, because serving people is the most important thing. Serving people is the most important people. That is why the performer, the entertainer, because they serve majority of people mentally, they get more money than the doctor get, or somebody who do any other good for the community better. No, but because they serve people.
Like these artists, these musicians, musicians,
artists,
rappers,
the
athletes,
they take
serve
people's
minds.
minds of people. And that is the thing. The things always we keep saying. Until as Africans we change our mind, we are going to perish. Until we look our visions, we know we are God, we are powerful. A man saw that for a long, long time ago. And what did he do? He made us African slaves. He saw the talent. He saw the stronger. He saw it. And he see the weakness in the mind. See, he saw these three things. Weakness in the mind, see talent, he see the physical stronger. What did he do? He used it to be slave. Now he came in Africa, you see, again, the weak of mind. See the land, and they become colonized. But you see, the conscious guilt kills you.
What do you mean?
The mind who support to abolish the slavery, it was the people who created it.
Their mindset.
Yes. So the mind who created slavery is the same mind which stopped it. That's how it works. Evil and good is within you. Yeah. The guilt changes you. The guilt brings peace. See? Yeah. That's our power. The love creates hate. You love somebody and then you hate.
And it's the same person.
Same person. And you can hate someone later you love. And that is how we see it. Even up to now, there's a bit guilty, but to be able to be where we were as Africa is to change and to start think our powerful it's in the mind. Not anything else. To say, oh, we are young, we are majority, we are doing things there. If you don't use mind, you go like a sheep. That is why the sheep, they don't use their mind. One sheep goes there, even if you're a million, everybody's going to jump water, they go to disappear. So that is the change. And that is why we are in the sheep like Christianity. Christianity doesn't bring anything to us, to Africa. All religions, they came to divide us. I tell my brothers, I change my name. Every African have to have his both African name. Asians, Chinese, Indian, they have their cultural name. European, everywhere they have their cultural name. Because that is why who created us to have different color of body. Who did it? It's the Creator. He gave power to name our children. Because other community have that power to name their children, to know how to grow up their children. Because of poor of mind, what happened? Somebody interfered. He took part of our names, bring up his names. Tell them, my friend, you see what they say. They abuse you. Say, well, why are you wearing a jacket? Why are you wearing a tie? A tie is a product.
One person was saying, how can you call yourself, are you more African than me because you changed your name to your ancestral name?
Yes, because that is how we have been created. We should not allow to take
other
names.
people's name.
Yes, and the reason they give us their names is because they see the weakness in the mind.
Exactly what you said.
Yes, yes. African will walk with weakness of mind.
Can you imagine, like, I think about it like the French national team in the stadiums, the people in the suits up at the top, you know, they look down and their team is winning, it's boosting the economy, the team is good, all African players.
Yeah.
And then those African players have their names.
Yeah, but some they have maybe
Yeah.
but most of them are mixed. Yeah.
Is Kylian French? Yeah.
Mbappe.
Kylian, but the first name.
Yeah, most they have to.
Paul.
What is his name? They my favorite one.
Kante, N'Golo.
N'Golo Kante.
N'Golo.
N'Golo Kante. You see everything. N'Golo Kante.
N'Golo. When you see N'Golo,
Yes.
that's an African name.
Yes.
N'Golo Kante.
And when you look his life, even when he was given, people didn't want even him. I was listening the players, his transfer. He was short. The guy who I think he called Wenger. Say, I have a player here. Come sitting there. I think Wenger was not interested or something there. And then somebody, I don't know which team went there, and then look how he came there. But you see, and that's what those French team they do. It's to buy the talent.
Talent.
Yes.
Look at how they bought the talent there.
Yes. So which is for me, I support that.
To buy the
To
talent.
buy talent. Because your mind had to feed you. Who gave you the talent? Who gave you the talent that boy keep running there? His country, because of poor mind, will not go to give him the bonus he could get when he played for France. Until when you are telling them they are God, until we teach them they are God, they are power, their country, they go to change. They go to change to know these kids are talent. We have to make them to be successful to play for their own country. But there are many countries who go to play for the countries. Congo has millions of players. Strong, good ones.
Congo.
Yeah, Congo, Cameroon, Senegal, all those things there. It was the talent. A white man knew, see that. But now, because we don't have mind, we use what is our league. Soccer league in Africa is dying. Now, what do? When there's EPL league, millions young players look on television, millions of millions. See, that is another core in your mind. We forgot physical talent back home our Africans have. We are sitting in television, looking, paying channels, out money, billions of billions there.
To them.
Yeah, to them. Until we change their mind. The talent they are there. You know, a talent African player who are good, maybe who didn't go to Europe. How much money he get? The service he get is a peanut. He can't play anyway. The money they give him, he can't do anything for them. But the talent they are there. There's many talent always run away from something. Why? Because we don't know the power of money. Say, oh, you are poor. That is why he had to buy you. That is how you take your mind, take you to Europe. But that's okay. But we have to learn now to start using that. We negotiate well. We put things in there. But it's hard. It's hard if I tell you God, I tell you have power. You have power to be a talent, and you insult me.
Even me, like, I got to the point where it's like, I didn't want to argue with people that they're a god. Because it's like, how am I arguing to you? Like, how how am I arguing to you something that's empowering? So it's just like to try and convince you how powerful you are. If you don't want to believe in your power, then hey, so be it, right? Because it's like to each his own. Because you know what's interesting? Every person I've spoke to, when they talk about religion or when they argue for the fact that they're not a god, they're actually saying that they're a god, but they just don't know it. They're just leaving it to something external. But if you look at the essence of what they're saying, it's like that power is within me. But what will confuse them is no, like the physical, like I can't be a god, I can't lift up and do supernatural things. They're not looking at the essence of what God is.
Yes.
So I just thought, why am I convincing people?
No, you are here to tell awareness. So you have to plant the seed in the mind. Later they will change. So you remember, when you teach people the word of God, some will agree, some will not. That's how it is. Yes, but everybody have his time to take it. So religious people, the fanatic, they argue. But when you become spiritual belief, we don't argue. We talk and we teach. We don't recruit, because you have to witness what I'm telling you within yourself. Everything's you have power. You have power in it. You wake up, you don't wake up. You don't have money. You don't have money. What do you do? And somebody else have it. Why? Because he dreamed to have money. Because that is what God had tell him to do. He's got to get money no matter what happens. People kill to get money. And they live and they survive. They don't even go to jail. There is no God is going to punish them, because they have fulfilled their dream to get the money. But again, there's no way the man is going to take it. Yeah, see, that is the power. So the power is within in ourselves. That's why we say, God, you are not God the Creator. I and my Father were one. Yes, because the Father lives in us. If you agree, if you believe anything, what the church has teaches you, I want you to believe today, easy way, God created everything, and then he came to us to give power, to give us his power to be his children on earth. And to give his power to us, he had to be somewhere in our mind. No one sees the mind. No one knows what mind is. No one needs to see the mind doesn't have color, but you know there's a thought. How do you know there's a thought? Oh, this is my thought. How do you know it's your thought? No one sees them, but you see, you talk about it. Somebody's taught to create. Everything you see here, create. Somebody's taught to create beer. And they make me keep going drinking that bar. Keep going in that local pub to bring that beer every day, because that was my thought and God have given to me. There's time I will stop. There's time I will do things there. And then somebody created other things there. So everything we see around is created by God. That's why people should understand it. We're here to represent God. We are children of God. We fight. We are evil. We do everything there. But the power is within. Can you change to be nice? Can you change to be bad? because you got to find anything's bad happening, it serves somebody. There's nothing bad in the world. There's no punishment. Church teaches punishment. There's no punishment. What is punishment? To get sick, you go to see the doctor. The doctor had to get paid. The doctor had to pay rent. What is the other punishment? Can you know? Tell me any punishment you know.
Other punishments.
Because they are good at punishment.
Oh, then they think like they say, yeah, someone actually, another entrepreneur, he was saying that, yeah, my family say, oh, you will be punished.
Yeah,
But
tell me example like
he was saying nothing ever seems to punish me. Like you could get in a car accident.
Yes, if you get accident, what happened? The insurance for the car. If you get injured, what happened? You go to the doctor. The doctor had to be paid. Everything there. So if you die, the funeral director, he put you on your list. You see you're looking client? Eh? You see how to find client is hard? As our business, we have to read, you have to send 100 phones there. What the funeral director do? They wait people to die every day. What do? They have to market. They have to get people to die to put them in their coffin. And you call that punishment to God? No.
Because it's serving other gods.
Other gods.
There's service.
Life is a transaction. If you know today life is transaction, you will never think God is going to punish you. If you're out, car accident, you're out. This long weekend, you are driving nicely for 20 years. But today you may make mistake and double the money. You get caught, you have even to pay like double money thing. Is it punishment? No. See, people when they say God is punish you, is to put people fear in their mind what the church has taught us. See? So we have to think they believe for churches. We have to change it. So what you call church is a belief. Catholic, they believe they have thinking. See, the Catholic, when they became Catholic, they thought everybody is going to be Catholic. That is their purpose. So Catholic means universal, everybody in one. That's why always Europe, they have problem with British. And the British, they say, oh, no. No, this priest doesn't even marry, it doesn't even anything there. They say no, they call Anglican Church.
And the British one also strong.
That divisions in Europe, European, and UK. So when I say European, I say Italian, French, and that's why you see they're more Catholic.
So
French.
They wanted Catholic to be everyone. They wanted the UK,
the whole world. You see, that's why you see everywhere. They are powerful.
Powerful.
Yes. The empire, the Roman Empire, they were so powerful.
The Roman Empire.
Yeah. They went all Arab countries.
Oh, to make them Catholic.
Yeah, to make Catholic. That's why there was a war of Muslims. That is the war of Muhammad and the Christians. That's the war still now with them. Because they didn't wanted everybody to
Be Catholic. Because it makes sense. They say if we can make everyone without thing.
Yes, you got to be one. So that's what
And
see.
the money that will make.
See, like now, this is more English country, but Catholic they're more powerful. In America, they will still have that thing. But you see now America, because when they grow, so now they start becoming those Pentecostal, 7 days or everything there. So all those denominations came from the Catholic.
So and the British minds, also them who were strong minds,
They say,
They said,
we need to marry our priests and things. That's why they put the Anglican Church.
we need
That's
to
why
get
when
married.
you say Anglican bishop, he walk like a pope. He have all those dresses, those gowns, everything in there.
But he wants to get married. They said, what
Yes,
happened?
yes, yes. But they really want to differentiate from the thing.
Also, the British
So
have
like Ireland have issues. There's Northern Ireland, South Ireland because of some they Catholic and the other one they are
Christian.
yeah. Both they're Christian and I think they're Protestant or something like
The
that.
minds.
And the war doesn't stop.
You know, one wants to control minds. Minds in there want their own minds.
That's God.
You see, with UK and America, it was under the British, but also those ones in America. They said, why are we? They had their
We
own
were
minds.
continue to go to the king all the time, think that to put things.
Then some minds gathered and said, no,
Yes.
we must. Even in slavery, with the black, there was minds who went and said, no, I can't
There's
be a
mind
slave.
who fight it
And they
until
They went and they even broke free. Those ones who were free.
many.
And there was ones who were free that the white respected.
Yes.
They respected.
And they created, they become successful. They build, even now they still war. People too, because mind is so powerful. It's
Mind. And it's so crazy how there's minds who will just accept, and there's minds who will break free. And that's why you say it's a God, because one mind can't stop one mind.
No.
No matter with slavery, physically, there were still slaves who went and escaped. No matter the whipping, no matter being killed, the mind, which is God, transcends the physical. So another mind couldn't.
Sugira, mind start from home. Mind start from household. A child tells his parents no. The parents think that is he crazy? What's happening there? And that's how it started. See? No matter advice you can get from family relative, when the mind has turned to do things they will do.
So that's why when like Kanye said slavery was a choice, so many people got mad. But I'm kind of thinking, if slaves really wanted to get out, couldn't have they? What does he have a point when he says slavery was a choice by us people to stay in it for 400 years?
It was like a prisoner in some shape or form, yes. But now to release it, yes, to system also, it was just getting weaker. You see, it was getting weaker, and then also because what happened, he created other livelihood. Yeah. So he created other livelihood. It was slavery, but later they were intermarriage, they were families, they were thinking there, but they are growing by day. So now we could see all this talent, all those artists, they are coming from that slavery.
The descendants.
Yeah, the descendants. Yes. It was title, so they keep continuing to have that title. But to be free, it was someday be free to sing, to think, to do things there. But to do what they want to do because the system was there. It was not easy to fight the system. So the system itself has to fail down.
To fail.
Yeah, to fail down.
But if so many go against the system, wouldn't it fail?
Yeah, it will have failed.
So that begs the question.
Yes, but now, because also it created other environment, they were needed to see there was issue there.
So explain.
Yes. So now, in the where they are, so some, they could do have freedom to do something there, but because working, livelihood, intermarriage together, performing together, go to church together, it become another life. You see, the same. If you're in the prison, prison is another place.
You create community.
You create community there. Yes. So that is the community created. But you see, the slavery was building the talent you see now in America. Maybe they didn't know what they're doing. If they knew, they would not have done it.
They were making strong
talent, strong African community ever have seen.
It's so true in terms of physical strength, and then also you see all those singers, you see what happened when they were being slaved in those tunnels. What were they doing? they were singing. When they were being beaten, they were singing.
That's
They
why
were creating talent
yes,
out
yes,
of adversity.
yes,
They were
yes.
playing sports.
So
They were
mind,
doing-
no one stop it.
no one can stop
Yes,
the mind.
because mind is freedom. You can stop him to go to the market
Or to read.
but education is going to come with wherever he sits every day. So that's why you see they become talent, they become everything.
It's true. If they would have known what they were maybe even doing, even them they didn't see what they were
They
doing.
didn't see it's going to be, and they scared there. So now that is the fear. Now they still have it there. So now they want these people to continue to be entertaining, to be in control. But you see, the mind of every truly comes together. Different family, different background. They want us to be reading. They want us to be reading. They want to be thinking.
Which leads us to even like here, what we're doing. See, minds also, you know, is having our mind to create, so to change history, to start revolutions. Like that's now other
Evolution of
that's
mind,
how it starts.
names.
That's how it
Yeah,
starts. That's how it starts for everyone. Now the minds, because we have this to monopolize everything. The game has changed for everyone. So it's about the ones who have those strong minds can change history.
Yes, yes. So that is the awareness. So the awareness in each individual. So change.
And we're saying it starts from changing your name and then knowing your God.
Yes.
The two things that they
took
took away
us, yes.
that we're talking about. With now we have the platform to tell people, because that's the only difference.
Yes, that's one.
That's even
to
even
lose the
name,
belief, to lose
to know your God,
awareness.
because that's the only leg up they still have till today. The only leg up they still have today is no matter, you guys can go in and breed as many kids as you want, you can have but as long as we can
You weaken your mind.
we can weaken the mind, we can continue to give them our names, we can continue to dominate churches in their land. We don't go to church in our countries because we know still there's so much for us to go and exploit in Africa. We need to make them still the number one highest consumers.
Yes.
So they can have
Because-
all these
because
things, but if we...
It's a market.
It's a market. So the way we get that market is to continue for them to keep calling our names, and for also for them not to know their God. And those are what we're teaching people.
Yes.
And people will still
To change their
to
belief.
change to keep that awareness that your name,
Yes.
when you walk in a building and another person sees you, for example, let's say a white person in this per se, and then you say their name, that's powerful. That's powerful for them.
Yes.
From what their descendants planned. Their descendants planned these people, this market here, we're going to.
So now,
They're so good. We have to own.
what now you go to face now? What you go to see, question people now? So when you tell people, especially like maybe white or Christians or whatever, even Arab, whatever they are, they ask your name. You say on Sugira Rubasha. So now there's a puzzle. Is it Muslim or is it Christian? Or what is the other names? Or what is your parents? Because they want everybody to be in one other side.
Wow.
Yes. When you're African, we say, oh, Muhammad Rubasha. So they
He's
know
one of my, yeah.
this is a Muslim.
Yeah.
Or Christophe Sugira.
Or
They know this is ours.
Ours.
See, that
Imagine yet they want
yes,
to
now we want to change that. See, we want, but now when I tell them this Rubash, they get puzzled. Is that Christian or is it what
Where's
is
it
it
from? Even me. Or Sugira.
But they start thinking to be a human being, to be Africans, you have to be wrong to these two religions. It's wrong. It's really wrong. That's how we have to. It's just awareness. It was good.
That was a good episode. Thanks guys for tuning in. We really appreciate you guys watching. Powerful stuff. Powerful stuff. Like something like this, I gotta go save these files quickly because this is things like 200-300 years that will be playing in museums. This is history, how we sparked this revolution. You became the African Neville Goddard. You know, you see how minds work. There was Neville Goddard. He did decades. He did years ago. But Neville Goddard,
He started in 1930.
1938, and that spirit still lives today. We talked about the physicality. We are a God. God never dies. Neville Goddard is still living here. We're saying his name.
Yeah.
There's some people who you don't say their names ever. Those gods are still alive to certain minds. There's certain small minds who they remember. You know, like people we've never seen before. You know, like granddad. My granddad from both parents. They're still alive. They're still here. They're talked about. You know, the spirit still lives on. So like this is stuff that is so history. A father and son talking about how we talked about slavery, we talked about colonization, everything that till today, that the mind, the name, that you are God. These are things that we're stripping down, but once they're realized, you can see monopolies change the world. Revolutionary. Africans now saying their names, African names.
They have to be revolutionary. Their mind, they have to know.
Things like this can go in and change the politics where Africa becomes like a Europe.
Yes. Why they get corrupt? Why they don't do what they're supposed to do? Because they don't know who they are. They're working to other people. Pride. See, if we're being colonized by English, so you work the pride for English. If you do by French, you work pride for French. So now what happened? Those two wars in between there. So they don't know we are God. And somebody get the money instead to put infrastructure. He knows he should be doing that.
But he spends there.
He spends it.
And you see how the Western, do you know why they know they're gods? Because they know they're gods, so they treat other people like gods. Because they know they're gods. So that's why the system and the country works well, because they know
they're working for gods.
We're working for gods. But because we don't know who we are, we don't treat our own people like gods, because we don't know who we are. And when you don't know who you are, then that's the catalyst for destruction.
The CEO of Australia, look his employee, he had to make sure they are well paid to live, to survive, to have a good life. Even the government itself, it's from their mind to look after his people who are working for him. That is a big change, and that brings a lot of production because you look after them. But back home, somebody could be a millionaire. He hasn't not learned how to look after his employee the way the Australians do it. It's a mind. You know, it's God. You know you can't do that things by yourself. The factory, the building, the house, they pay accordingly to make sure somebody have a goal.
So we're gonna end it there, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. Appreciate it.
Cheers, guys.
We'll do some thumbnails quickly. Take a photo on the iPhone. Should be right.
What time are we today?
Yeah, you're late, but let's go. Hold on.
What time?
It's gone to 11. Okay, let's do thumbnail quickly. Okay, wait. Photo. I'm sipping on some body and I'm rolling on some piccolo.
Can you stop that?
What? No, keep it going. They can watch. This is for my YouTube people for the in behind the scenes, man. They're the greatest fans in the world. Yes, you too. Y'all can see the in behind the scenes, huh? Oh, that looks good.
Yeah, also those cards still have a problem. You have to.
Okay, perfect. Okay, not bad. Where you going? I know. One more. Okay.
Yeah, but I need my iPad.
Okay, you can take it.
Is you sure?